What's up, Fantacular family? I am back with a live stream today. I am talking about a situation with my. I'm talking about sit down with my son and his mom and her boyfriend that we had the other day. Um, how I do it is, I'm gonna talk about the situation. Then after I tell the situation, then I'm gonna go through the comments and respond to everybody. Uh, when was that? I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday, my son called me on the phone saying that him and his mama boyfriend got into a fist fight. I asked what happened. He told me that his mama boyfriend hit him in his hurt foot that got the cast on it, and him and his sister jumped him. And while he was explaining to me what went down and everything, I could hear everybody in the background fussing, a bunch of females in the background yelling, "Your daddy need to come handle that. Your daddy need to come take care of this. Your daddy, if that was my child, daddy, he would be on his way over here. No ifs and buts about it. No questions needed." So I told my son, focus on talking to me. Don't worry about what's going on in your background. So he explained that. Then what happened? I asked him, what did he do wrong? Because I know how my child is. And he said nothing. So I said, okay. He's like, are you coming over? I'm like, no, I'm finna call your mom and see what's going on. So I hung up the phone with my son and called his mother. His mother never answered the phone. So I waited a little while later. I waited like an hour. Then I called her. I texted her phone. Is everything okay? She never. She said no. I will call you back in a minute. So I said okay. Usually when she say I'm gonna call you back in a minute, I'm gonna call you back. That never back. Calling back never comes. So I let that go. And then Wednesday I show up for work. Kind of found out that we had an extra day off. My manager, nobody never told us nothing. We always under the impression that we came back to work Wednesday. Kind of found out we now come back to Thursday. So another manager gave me and another coworker a ride home to outside of town, and I arrived at the labor pool looking for some work to make that money back. That's I already had Monday and Tuesday off. Now I got Wednesday off too. So that's 3 days off altogether with no money coming in. You know what I mean? Child support payment gonna be sick. So while I'm sitting in labor pool waiting for some work to come through, um, my son mom called me. It was like, "Are you off today?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm off as of right now because I work for a federal job and federal jobs are closed for the holidays." What's up? She was like, we need to sit down and talk, about your son. I'm like, okay. So she went to explain everything, and I told her up front, you know how I am. I asked my son after he explained to me what was going on. I asked him what did he do wrong, because I know you when I with you for 5 years, you wouldn't let me handle your daughter or whoop on your daughter. So I know you're not just gonna let anybody whoop up on my son. And we agreed on that one night. So we talked everything through, and after that, we got we agreed to have a sit down. Then me and her boyfriend, we got on the phone and talked. And after talking to her boyfriend, we got a little understanding over the phone and whatnot, and everything. We started to talk like a good 20 minutes, and me and him sitting on the phone talking. You know what I mean? And agreed to be part of this sit down. Hey Rita, you have a good day too. Thank you for showing by. Thank you for stopping by. Hey Bob, hey Shay, how y'all doing today? So me and my son, me and my baby mama boyfriend had a good conversation on the phone, and as I agreed to come over I agreed to come over at a certain time that she gave me to come through that she was free. So after that conversation, I went back into the labor pool and kind of found out they had a job came through. So now I had to decide either go to work, make this money, or go handle the situation with my son. And I felt that handling the situation with my son was more important. So I went on and told her that I couldn't go to work. You know what I mean? It was a guaranteed 10-hour shift that I could have had Wednesday, to make some money. Instead of having 3 days off, but I had to go handle this situation. And I already committed myself to it by telling my son mom that I would meet up with him. So now you already know I'm mad. I don't lost a day of work. You know what I'm saying? I could have got a 10-hour shift, made some money, but instead I had to go handle this situation. So now I'm ready to come over there and just give my son the business. I'm ready to come over there and give him the business. So I took advantage of the free day. I told the lady pool I couldn't work, so I went and handle run some errands until it was time to meet with my son, mama. Um, I had this tip to high company. I want to update my availability on hold because I want to wait to the new year because I didn't want to sit there and go update my availability and everything in 2018. Then 2019 they tell me to come do it again. So I went to do all this that day. It took longer than what was planned, you know, and got it all done. Kind of found out they got some night work that I can do on Saturdays and Sunday, 8 to 12 hours a day, if not longer. So that'd be 2 days a week that I'm guaranteed some weekend work, but it don't start till the 21st. So I gotta wait till 21st call back and get the hours and the direction where to go. But I do know it starts at 8 in the morning, Saturday and Sunday. That's all I do know so far, and I can wear anything as long as I got on steel toe boots. So after I got all that running, after I got that errand done, got everything done, and it took the hire company, I had to my son mom's house. Got over there, she let me in. I went to my son grandmother's house, which was two apartments down from his. So I got my son, gave my husband, spoke to everybody, came out the apartment, went back to my son mama house. Me and her boyfriend, we should and dab each other. Hey, what up, man? How you doing? My name Raymond. His name I can't. Daryl. You know. So we all sat in the living room. Me and my son on the couch, and my baby mama and her boyfriend in the kitchen chairs right here on the side. So it's all those sit like a little like a U, you know. And my son mom started the conversation off. You know, we all agreed not to turn into a big argument or a big debate or no pointing fingers. You know, and things went from there. She said what she had to say, and then we asked my son how you feel about that. We got his side. You know, my son wanted to go back and forth and bring up old situations because there's already a tension between me and my baby mama boyfriend because you know my son had told me a lot of little slick things he been saying about me on the slide. And this coming from a dude that never met me. All he knows is what my baby mama told him about me, and that was it. You know, so we agreed to let all that stay in the past and focus on this situation, which is about my son being disrespectful and being quick to fight adults. You know, and so we all talking. My baby mama saying what she got to say, and I can see my son get mad because he do like I used to do when I was a child, sit with his hands balled up like this, but at the same time his fist balled up on the side. So she got on him about that. He started crying, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and I kind of blame myself for that because he got a lot of my ways. You know what I'm saying? We short and we got a quick temper. You know, I learned to control mine, so now I got to teach him how to control his temper. And I constantly tell him that a lot that he do will be known as disrespect because you're underage. Until you 18 and paying your own bills, you really don't have no say in nothing. So basically, the same way that me and my baby mom was raised, the same way we're raising our son. And I got to teach him how to control that mouth. Hey, Glow, how you doing today? Hey, Ada, how you doing today? And as the thing went on, you know, my baby mama boyfriend said what he had to say. You know, I thought we was gonna fight because a couple of times his tone is very aggressive, so he was walking in close, stepping in closer to my son, but he stayed where I got two arm reach, where I could stretch both my arms out. If he would have got too close, I would have said something. I'm not finna just let somebody just step my son, any kind of way in my face or behind my back. So he stayed at a good distance. I thought he was about to throw down or whatever, but he stayed at a good distance. He said what he had to say. My son had said what he had to say. You know, my son like the way that when his mom says something to him, her boyfriend back it up. Or got to add his 2 cents, as my son like to call it. But that's what comes with being an adult, you know what I'm saying? So it led, we all said what he had to say, and all came out too. I told my son straight up, all the disrespect to adults, to your mother, to her boyfriend, to your grandma, all that stops today. All that stops today. We've been discussing this. I'm tired of talking. Because right now I could be at work instead of here handling this situation with you about you being disrespectful. So this subject ever comes up again, I'm coming over, I'm hanging on the phone, I'm coming right over here, and I'm blessing you with my hands. I'm gonna bless you with these. You know what I'm saying? He 13, he's learning how to express himself as a teenager, but he's going about it the wrong way. He's being too aggressive he's quick to get mad. And when he get mad, the first thing he do is this. his hands get balled up, so he's ready to fight. And that's how I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm short. When I was coming up, short people was quick to get tried. People was quick to try a short person. And I'm not saying that's the situation, his situation, but this disrespect towards adults has to stop. It stops today. It stops that Wednesday. If I hear about it again, okay, I'm coming straight to throw these hands to you. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. And so we came to the agreement. Then the focus got on me. You know, my son mama told me the areas that I need to step up more in and whatnot. Hey, did it boy? I did a reaction video for you. Hey MG, how y'all doing today? And this situation got on me because my baby mama felt I should step it up more in certain areas. Like I should be in my child more. I should be in my child life more than what I am. Then twice a week, twice a month, 3 times a month. I should be in his life more. But like I be trying to get her to understand is that I have a big bill called child support. If I get behind on them payments, they gonna put me in jail. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't get into an argument, you know, because I know that's another in an argument. You know, she started bringing up what happened to man. It's done. It's already on my channel. Did you offer him an alternative or how to express it? Yeah, yeah, and I told him ways to express himself without being so angry. Like let when a dog talking to you, let them finish saying what they have to say, and then when they done, then you speak your mind. Don't cut them off. That's what the disrespect coming to that is that when a dog say something to him, he cut him off and said what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing that in our face. That's when his mama ended up punching in the mouth a couple of times in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Because she tried to speak and he started cut her out. The same problem that I had when I was a child. When my adopted mom talked to me, I was quick to cut off and defend myself. I was the same with a racial in my younger days, you know, but that didn't solve nothing. Just got me in trouble. And as I told him, you're 13. You got to learn to control your anger, control your mouth more than what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because the next when you go outside your mama house or when you're not around family, the next person not gonna talk to you. They gonna straight either put these fingers to you or they gonna pull out a gun and shoot you. So you know, I'd rather us get under control now before the lead of that rap or the lead of other results. You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna post the reaction video after like a few hours down the road. I try to scratch them out. Like I'm doing a live now till 4:30. Then I say about like 9 o'clock tonight. I post that will be a good it'd be a good space between each video that I upload. But that happened. We talked and everything. Well, I agreed to do better. I agreed to be in my son's life more than what I've been doing around working because I gotta maintain my bills and child support. And we all know how the Florida child support game is because I talked about it in some of the videos. My son agreed to be respectful to his mom, his grandma, and his mama boyfriend. You know, and I made sure he understand this subject come up again. I'm coming over that I'm putting straight hands to him. Ain't no more talking. I'm done talking about this issue. So it's straight fighting. He got to give me one from then on out. If I hear anything about him being disrespectful, or talking about the inner adult, I'm coming straight to handle the situation. You know what I mean? I'm coming straight to put the hands. I'm blessed with the hands. If this can't get through to him, talking to him consistently and repeatedly, then it's time to take it to the next level and put my hands to him. Blessed with my hands, and go from there. Sooner or later, it's gonna get through. I just hope it get through before he get older and he become an adult and somebody kill him. You know what I'm saying? You know how people in the streets is nowadays about disrespect and the more fighting they put in game guns. The younger generations quit to shoot and ask questions later. And I don't want that result for my son. He told her why he feel like when his mama disciplining him, her boyfriend should put his 2 cents in. You know, and that's how it is. When you in a relationship, like my son speak his mind, but then the boyfriend feel like he being disrespectful. So that's when the boyfriend step in and say something, and he don't like that. But like I always told my son, until you 18, you had no choice but to like it. You got no choice but to accept things for what it is until you on your own, paying your own bills. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what goes on in the house. Like let's say you in a relationship and you're disciplining your child, and then your man say something, but your child get mad about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? He gotta accept that. That's that man in the house paying bills. He has said everything. He could put his input in whatever he want to put his input in because he's grown. He's one of the adults in the house. How old is it? My son is he ruled my son is 13. Did it, boy? I don't want my child where I live at right now. You know, I'm like in one of the craziest hoods in Orlando. I don't want to expose my 13-year-old to that environment as of yet. You know what I mean? But I agree to spend more time with him. Like every other Sunday, I'm gonna go see him and spend time with him. He know I'm a phone call away, so that's gonna have to work for right now. You know, with all I got going on, with trying to find a second job to finish get my career together and all that. You know, that's all I can offer to give right now. You know, it's working itself out the best way possible, but until it do, nah, we just spend a lot of time with him. Like on my days off, I go good. I might take him for a walk, take him out to talk. You know, I haven't been really spending much time with him since he got that cast on his leg, and since the cast been taken off now, he got a boot, so he can walk around more. You know, and after we talked Wednesday, we walked around the neighborhood, and then went to Publix and bought a fruit bowl and sat down and chill and conversated some more. You know, I stressed to him and explained to him the best I could about how important it is for you to respect adults, how important it is for you to give respect in order to get respect. You know what I'm saying? I stress that constantly to him, you know, and like I told his mom, you know, I remember the days back in the day where we used to talk when I was be on the phone with my son and you text him what to say. I mean, you telling him what to say, he texted to me. So you teach him how to be disrespectful towards me led to him being disrespectful to all adults. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And he went on to agree and said, "Yeah, man, it's true. You know, a lot of times back in the day before your boyfriend came home or moved in, you know." Me and my dad would be on the phone and you telling me what to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I felt like she started all this and then it got out of hand and went further than what she wanted to go. And that is an issue that we all need to sit down and resolve before it get more out of hand. I try to be, I try to be I try to be the best father I can be around all that I have going on. Cause no, it's a very complicated situation to make time for three children by three different women and focus on paying child support and paying my own bill. It's a big obligation that I try to fulfill as much as I can on a daily basis. You know, yeah, I'm not the best father in the world, so I'm not gonna get in here saying I'm the best father in the world, but I'm known as a good father, and I love it when my kids come and give me a hug as soon as I walk through the door. You know, just do your part. Jesus got the rest. Yeah, I feel you on that, dinner boy, youngster. I feel you on that. But that situation. I wanted to share that situation with my YouTube family because that's not the typical hood situation that we see nowadays in the hood. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know many people that can say they get along with their baby dad or their baby mama and their boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That they're able to sit down and have a group conversation like that to resolve an issue without it leading to a fist fight or without leading to people getting cussed out or getting blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to share that situation with my fans, with my tackler family, and that's the main reason behind my YouTube channel because I want to show another image of a black man that's different from what we see in that dumb old TV show that we see nowadays and what you do see around the hood. Everybody not with the drama, you know, and I could tell their family was expecting a fight because when I took my son to his grandma's house to get the other crutch he needed, everybody look at me like, you know what I mean? Look at me like trying to see my face swollen and thing and whatnot. And I had to make a phone. My brother had called, so I went in the kitchen on my way out the door, and I heard him ask him, they didn't fight, and then my son was like, no, it didn't lead to a fight. We all sat down and talked. You know what I'm saying? Hello, my beautiful people. Hey, let eat with Nadira. How you doing today? And so it's crazy that everybody look for a situation like that to turn to a big fist fight and all this whatnot to get blown out of proportion. But it's some mature adults out here that knows how to conduct themselves in a way where it will not lead to none of that nonsense. You know what I mean? And that's something that the world not accepted to nowadays. That's something that the world not used to, not accustomed to seeing nowadays. And I try to show it, portray it as much as possible. I wanted to record the whole conversation, but it was all like it was some cuss, it was some mild cussing done, but I didn't want to put it on YouTube like that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to sit there and record a whole conversation on my phone and just let y'all hear how we sat down and interacted as one to achieve a goal that would be helpful towards everybody. And I think it'll do some good, because he been calling me every night now since he been at his grandma house. I came up with a solution that let him be at his grandma house while his mama at work, because I noticed anytime these situations go down where things go down between my son and his mama boyfriend, she usually at work. You know what I'm saying? And that's where all the problems come in at. So I'm like, well, would it be best if my son is at his grandma house while his mama at work? And they all open to that, but we're gonna see how things play out. We're gonna see how things play out from there. I hope it get better because I don't want to see that bad happen to my son. And I know his mom. I know his mom. She sounded like she fed up. She tired of going through that. She tired of the disrespect. I mean, I understand where her man coming from. He not just gonna sit there and allow a 13-year-old to take over the house with him being there. And I understand that. And under those circumstances, he not my child dad. He just there. His mama boyfriend. So he know that putting his hands on my son not an option. And I didn't have to stress that. His mama stressed that. She made that clear in the relationship. You know what I mean? She made that clear. Like, whooping my child is not an option. My child has a father and a mother. That's our job to discipline him. You can discipline him with words, but anything more than just words, you allow his mom and daddy to do the discipline in the house. So that's how that always been dealt with. You know, and but I try to stay on him as much as I can. I mean, even around me, I'm on when he got the cash put on his leg. I seen the disrespect, how rude he was being to the nurses. So when they left out, I was straight tagging that mouth. I was every chair I was tagging his mouth. He would yell and get mad. That made the nurse came back in. I told him disciplining him about how disrespectful he been to you. And then they'll smile, oh okay, and walk right back out the door. Walk up right back out the room, close the door, and that's when I'm right there tagging that mouth. Tagging that mouth. I mean, he know every time he be disrespectful to the nurses that were coming in back and forth, I'm punching him in the mouth. That stops. Then he ended up stopping, and that was that. You know what I mean? We had a peaceful night watching movies in the hospital and take a turn tag teaming my phone. You know what I mean? I just stopped by showing you love. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. So, you know, um, was tag teaming my phone, being on the back and forth, and the rest of the night was peaceful. After so many times I punched him in the mouth, the rest of the night in the hospital was so peaceful. You know what I mean? Because it brought the disrespect to his ears. So I told his mama, hey, that's what we got to do. Every time you get disrespectful, no matter where we at, just punch him in the mouth, then that is what we got to do. Because around me, he don't do it. He'll try it on the phone, and I remind him, all right, now you remember what happened last time you was trying to be disrespectful, right? I'll punch you right in your mouth. So he'll try it every now and then on Facebook or doing a conversation on the phone with me. But then as soon as I get running, after I give him a hug, I punch him in the mouth just that fast. I mean, once you let the disrespect slide once, it'll slide again and again, and then that's thing you know it's gonna be out of control. So I'd rather get under control now. You know what I mean? I'd rather bring that to a decision right now. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. No disrespect to adults will be tolerated with my kids. No, I don't care who the child is. No disrespect to adults will be tolerated. You know, and also after everything was said and done, I better go apologize to his grandma about being disrespectful because I heard his mom been telling me on every little occasion. His aunties hit me up on Facebook, be like, yeah, he be very disrespectful to his grandma, and me knowing how much his grandma helped us out, how much money she helped us save on daycare fees when he was first born. I mean, we never paid for daycare a day of my life. Out of 3 kids I have never had to pay for daycare because the grandma always took on that responsibility while we was at work. So I made him go apologize to her. I mean, literally made this boy walk over there and apologize to him because it's her out of all people it should not be done. You know what I mean? He should not be disrespecting his grandma or his mother. You know, and I made that clear. And things went from there. You know, we talked. Then I took him outside while we walked to Publix. We talked some more about the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I told him I know you don't like him, but right now you don't have no choice. You don't have to like the man. Just give him his respect as an adult. That way you can get your privileges and your freedom back. Where you can do what you want. You're 13. You should be out here living life, learning how to drive, get prepared to get your learner's permit in June when you turn 14. But no, he want to be out here being disrespectful to adults. So how we supposed to reward you with the privileges that other teenagers your age getting if you being disrespectful and rude to adults? It's not gonna work. You know, he tried to ask for some money. I told him no. We just had a whole debate. We just had a whole discussion on getting on you about being disrespectful to adults, and then you want some money to get something to eat with. And on top of that, I just bought you a fruit bowl from Publix because I didn't buy you the fruit bowl as a reward. I bought you the fruit bowl because I wanted to spend some more time with you after that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a while. It's been a while since I really fussed at you about something that you was doing wrong. So I wanted to spend some more time with you, and that was that. Then after I spent time with him, you know, I felt good. I mean, I walked around proud, like wow, you know, me, my baby mama, her boyfriend, and my son just sat down and had a whole conversation without it turning into a fight. Even her boyfriend, all the little beef we had over Facebook, on Facebook DM and through text messages, all that was killed, put on the side to resolve, to figure out how can we control my son being disrespectful to adults. That really impressed me. That really impressed me. You know what I mean? I wanted to set the camera up, but you know, I knew everybody would have been cool with me putting that situation on Facebook, on YouTube like that. But that's what I'm talking about it today in a live feed. It really felt good to see that now that situation was able to be handled the way that it was handled. You know what I'm saying? So maybe now he would get a better understanding of knowing me for who I am and not based on what my son mama told him about me. Whatever she did to him, I don't know. But you know, maybe now we all can look at each other different. Like, okay, we all on the same page. We all on the same maturity. We ain't gonna say the same maturity level, but we all mature adults. You know what I mean? And can come to some conclusions and handle things the best we can for whatever situation come forth. You know what I'm saying? And some of the same old topics came up, like my son mom feel that I should get, even though she don't have me on child support, that I should give her money out my check every week or every 2 weeks, however I get paid. And you know that been a never ending argument forever since we broke up for good, 2007. You know, and yeah, his older sister. You know, we feel like in a way he followed behind his older sister because she been trying to fight her mom, and he feel like he can do the same. Feel like he following her footsteps in a way. You know what I mean? Whatever she do, he try to do it too. But you gotta understand, his older sister is 19, getting ready to be 20 in July coming. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna tell her, get out, don't come back. But with him, she can't do that because he's on the 13 right now. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like he followed behind his sister because his sister what started the fight Tuesday, and he jumped in it too. He got into it too. You know, and it went from there. It blew out of proportion. I wanted to say something to my son's sister because I know her since she was 4 years old and she about to be 20 in July. But when I went to the grandmother house, she was already asleep. So I didn't want to wake up because I didn't know whether she had to work later on or did she work the day before. You know, because she worked 2 jobs too until she figured out her exact way that she want to go about making money. But I felt the situation played out good. I felt things went handled good between all us adults. You know what I mean? And I look forward to handling things like that on a regular basis towards anything that goes on with my son. You know, that's what's needed. These children should see more than just mom and daddy beefing or baby daddy and new boyfriend beefing, arguing. The children need to see more than that. So every chance that I get to conduct myself as an adult that I am, I portray it. That way my children know the right and wrong way to deal with things. That way they know another way to handle things differently than what they see in other people's household. You know what I'm saying? See, I was brought up with a mindset that at home, that's your classroom. You learn everything at home so that when you outside the house, you know how to cope and deal with things that come at you. So I follow that same method of teaching with my children today. You know what I'm saying? It's our job as parents to teach our kids everything they need to know to handle whatever come their way outside the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I follow that same step, that same process with my children because that's how it's supposed to be. We're the older ones, so we supposed to know how to handle every situation. That way we can know how to teach our children how to handle every situation. So that's what I follow with discipline, talking, and anything that goes on my children. That's how I handle things on that level. So that's the story I wanted to tell. That's the story time that I wanted to share with my tackler family members. And with that being said, how y'all feel about that situation? You know what I mean? If that was your child, how would y'all would have handled, or do y'all feel that I handled that situation in a good way? You know, so I'm gonna open the floor up for comments and questions and everything. Also, most importantly, how everybody's Sunday going? It's beautiful here in Orlando, Florida. The sun is burning hot. The sun is beaming hot, hot. It was a little chilly out earlier this morning. That's why it took me so long to leave the house. But the sun is out now, so in a little while I'm gonna go home and take off these pants I got on and put on some shorts. You know what I mean? And go online search for this second job that I'm trying to find to help me get some extra money coming into the table. Where that way I can plan some more trips back home. Cause my 18-year-old, he is kind of mad at me that I didn't take him with me, but his money wasn't right in time. You know, I wasn't gonna pay for the whole trip for myself and for him too when he work every day. So I let that. He mad, he'll get over it. You know what I mean? He'll get over it. Next time he know. You know. Let me see what else. So everybody doing it this Sunday. What y'all got planned out there on this beautiful sunny day? Hey Sam, how you doing, man? How you doing today, man? How things going out there? Where you at? What you up to on this Sunday, man? I'm just telling everybody about a situation I had to resolve Wednesday with my son. Me, my son, my baby mama, and her boyfriend. We all sat down like mature adults and had a conversation about how we gonna control how disrespectful my son be towards adults. You know, and I felt that situation played out real well, man. You know what I mean? We ain't beef, we ain't argue, it didn't lead to no fights. You know what I'm saying? I felt it played out the way it should play out. Really, you retwisting your lives. I want to grow mines. I want to grow mines eventually. I want to grow dreads. Probably after I get my CDLs, I want to grow dreads. That's like the only. That pretty much the only hairstyle I haven't had yet is dreads. I think I want to try it out. I just gotta find a way to control the dandruff in my head with dreads. Cause I don't want to have dreads and then you see gray spots all over my dreads because of dandruff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Adams, how you doing today? So, Ada, do you know a good way I can control dandruff with having dreads in my head, or Anna's world? Do you know a good way I can grow dreads and control the dandruff at the same time? Cause I know when you got dreads in your head, you can't shampoo your hair every day like I do now, and you can't grease it every day. You know what I mean? So that's an option when I get my CDs. I want to grow dreads too, but I don't. But once they get to like this part of my back, I'm gonna keep cutting them over. I don't want them real all the way down my back. Just enough where I can just swing them from side to side. I don't want real long dread. Cause I heard the longer they get, the heavier they get on your head. So I don't want it too long, but I want them long. That's the style I have in head. I want to try that style out and see how I look with it. You know what I mean? See how I look with it. Just try it out something different. Cause I've been wearing a low haircut forever. Tea tree shampoo works best, or peppermint oil is good for itching. You can probably find. I will. I check YouTube too, Ada. But I'm gonna write that down. Anna's World. What did I say? The tea tree shampoo works best, or peppermint oil is good. I'm gonna write both of them down. I'm gonna write both of them down in my tablet, because that's the only hairstyle I see that I haven't had yet is dreads in my head. Cause I don't had a lot of hairstyles from 18 to right now. Like I've been wearing this the all even low. I plan to wear. Well, I was planning to wear forever, but I know once I get them CLs, I'm gonna do something there. Tea tree. By the way, I did the thing you had suggested on my wall on my community post. I had sent that in. I sent it in. I'm just waiting on it to get approved, and then I check it out from there. Permit peppermint oil. But I did send a request to it. Just waiting to hear back from it. They do get heavy. My husband's dreads touches black. Wow, those some long dreads. If you have a if you have Trader Joe's near you, they have a great shampoo. Now, I never heard of Trader Joe's. Oh, good. Don't worry, be happy. What the heck? Don't worry. If you want to increase your views, type. Really? I'm about to try that because I know I've been checking out other people lives too. Message retracted. You know, but I want to see how I can do with dreads. I'm trying to grow a whole goatee, but some reason it won't connect all the way. My hair won't connect right here all the way. So, and I'm already 38 and I can't grow a full goatee. I'm like very embarrassed of that. But it is what it is. I guess I get it in due time. What in the world? Oh man, where that message go? She say I never heard of that store. Trader Joe's. Now we don't have a Trader Joe's here in Florida, well Orlando, Florida. You know, you can, tea tea tree shampoo, tea tree shampoo. And she said peppermint oil. Peppermint oil. Yeah, so what everybody getting into on this beautiful Sunday? Morris Boulevard and 7. That's where we have a Trader Joe's at. Trader Joe's on 17. Oh really? Well let me I'm gonna go check that place out. I ain't know we had it because I never heard of it. Plus I haven't been back to Winter Park in a while. Trader Joe, Trader. I never heard of it, but I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna look on Google and see what I can on the grow. That's crazy. I got some ideas. They told me to make it grow on the side, but I'm not gonna say because a lot of women in the chat right now. But I heard some ideas. Morse Boulevard. So out of respect to women, I'm not gonna say the ideas that older men gave me to grow the size of my goatee. Yeah, it's real, man. When you try to grow a full goatee, it's a very complicated process. But I get out. Hopefully, I will have a full goatee by 50. But I like how that barber take the clippers and make it all connect. I love that. I love that. What's funny? What's funny? Yeah. So I guess you know what I'm talking about, Ada. Where I say make my goatee what to make my goatee connect. But that's another topic. That's another little topic right there. But I done heard some little solutions. I done heard some solutions, but I ain't doing none of that as of right now. I'm celibate until I get these CDLs. That's my main goal for 2019. I want the 6 grand I need to get in trucking school. I want to have that by December, so that way I can be ready to upgrade once this hole I got on me clear the system. As y'all know, I had an accident in a box truck back in June of 2018 where I hit a parked car driving a big box truck for the first time. Third day on the job, working for a moving company, and I hit a parked car. Well, I ain't hit it. I pushed a little scratch. You know how You hit a car and nothing but the paint wear off on the other vehicle. That's it. And that led to a careless driving ticket because the guy came on out told me, well, if you got 60 grand right now, we can settle it without calling the police. And I was telling my manager what he was saying. He was like, 60 grand, really? For a Honda Civic, you want 60 grand for just some paint that wore off, that rubbed off in your car? So the police came and they lit the situation like, well, write you a ticket for careless driving. So, and every school was telling me they want that careless driving ticket 2 years old before they let me in school. So I'm on hold until July next year to get in truck driving school. Yeah, that was a crazy situation. I'm on hold to get my CDL because what went wrong? I was aware that when you turn left, you got to turn the rear right. You got to turn the driving the wheel right in a big truck, and when you turn right, you got to turn the wheel left to make the vehicle go right. So to make a box truck or 18 wheeler go right, you got to turn the wheel left, and then the trailer turn right. And to make it turn left, you got to turn the wheel right to make it turn left. I didn't know that. So that's something I learned from messing up. You know what I mean? A little ticket I got. Now I'm on hold. I can start school in June next year, but I want a little extra money because I want to like everything that's in my rooming house, I want to put into a locker, and I'm already checking the fees of locker, so I'm getting money for all that together. Money to hold me over for food, hygiene, until my first check. You know what I mean? And get me a nice Bluetooth. I'm trying to find a way without buying that big headset to go around your mouth. I want to get a Beats um Bluetooth instead of buying the regular truck driver headsets. So that's what's going on with me. I'm looking for a second job. I think I found one, but I won't know for sure until the 21st. And I hope that weekend job turns into something good, permanent until I'm ready to start school next year. Always good to have a plan. Yeah, I still the plan. That kind of give you when you got a plan, that kind of give you a sense of direction in life. You know what I mean? So I kind of stay with a plan where everything I do, whether the plan go right or wrong, I stick to that plan. And let things go from there. That let things go from there. Before I came to the library today, because y'all know I do all my videos in the study room because the room house I live in be real loud. Like I'm a couple of old head, they got a couple of their homeboys over. They chilling, drinking, and watching football, and whatnot. And before I came to the library, I gave out 40 flyers. I have a little stack over the day that I'm gonna go give out too around my city. This the rest of it. I keep rubber bands of 100 flyers and give out to help promote my YouTube channel. So I gave out some. I'm a, once I leave here at 4:45, I'm gonna give out the rest of these flyers, and then I'm not giving out no more until the Pro Bowl weekend. There's a lot of artists, a lot of rappers gonna be in town, so I might be able to gain some exposure. Um, I gotta come up with a way to figure out who visit my channel from watching my flyers and who it has it, because I don't know. I gave out a lot already. I don't gave out 1,000 flyers, but I haven't seen no progress from it that I know of. But still continue this YouTube journey. So what kind of content do my fantacular family want to see from me in 2019? Like, you know, tell me that. What kind of content y'all want to see from me, or anything that y'all see that I'm doing wrong that I can improve in on my YouTube channel? Please let me know, because I'm open to all advice. I'm open to all feedback. Because I know a lot of my fantacular family members have bigger fan base and better views than I get. So anything y'all see that I'm doing wrong, please enlighten me and share with me how I can do it better, or what you see that I'm doing wrong, and I will take heed to it and shout you out in my monthly shout out video. Also, the last Sunday this month, I will be doing a shout out video, but it's gonna be done different than what I usually do, or that other creators does it. So be on the lookout for that. The last Sunday of the month, every month, you can expect to get a shout out video from me. You know, and I want to try something different. That's my way of trying to make sure that I stand out different than everybody else. I want to do things that's different. You know what I mean? Like that way you see I don't say gang gang or we lit, because those are sayings that everyone using, all the young people using, all on YouTube. in their everyday life. Everything they lit, or gang this, or gang that. Like, we gotta come with old sayings. That's why I like to use the old school slang words instead of the new school slang words. Just being personable. I just want to look into the camera as much as possible makes people think you're talking to them directly. I find that helps. I'm gonna have to work on that, Anna, because I know most of my videos I usually write them up. I write them up on my phone and I read it off my phone while I record on my tablet. So I can work on that. You know what I mean? I can work on that. I can work on that because I be having a lot to say and my thoughts be all over the place as I'm talking because it be a lot going on. It be a lot on my mind and my I gotta learn to focus more as I'm doing these videos. That way I can go from reading a little bit and looking at the camera. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna practice with every video. I previously recorded 2 videos for Wednesday to upload. So starting next Sunday when I film those 2 or 4 videos, however many I chose to do, I will practice looking at the camera more. That way I can get out of the way. That way I can improve that. But I'm open to all ideas, because I'm looking to grow and I want to help other people grow, other creators grow at the same time. Like YouTube is a big platform where we all can win big because I am getting close to going up for review. I'm at 3,900. I'm at 3,920 watch hours. So I need another 80 full watch hours and then I'll be up for review. Hopefully they will let me back into the YouTube monetization program. It's not about the money with me. It's just, why do YouTube if you're not looking at progress? You know what I mean? If you can't progress on YouTube, then why do it? You know what I mean? All right, be safe out there, Glow. And don't forget to let me know what's up. That's just ways that we talked about last night. But yeah, if you're not looking to grow on YouTube, then why are you doing it? I want to grow and keep the legacy alive. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my son to get back on his channel and get back to making content, but he's a crazy issue. Yeah, you do. So I plan to do a live. I plan to do a story time or some kind of video every Sunday on live to help my channel grow because I know one creator that do nothing but live feeds and that's how he earned his way into the monetization program within 6 months. You know what I mean? I felt that was very impressive within 6 months, and he been telling me forever to do it, but I just didn't never took the time to do it. So now I thought about it and like, hey, let me invest his time into it. And I have a whole list of videos written up with the titles for videos. I just gotta put it together. So every Sunday I'm gonna do a live feed for an hour and come with more ideas and everything. Okay, so and if I can't tune in Wednesday while you live, Edda, I will watch it. I watch it before I go to bed every Wednesday. You know what I mean? I will watch it every Wednesday. Because you do some nice content. Like the 25 days of blogging, the 31 days of blogging for Christmas. I like that. You know what I mean? I like that. I think I know how to make cookies in there without even looking at a recipe or going on YouTube looking for it just from watching you. But I won't know for sure until I try it because I do want to learn to make what's some cookies I had? The Rocky Mountain, the Rocky Road. I do want to learn to make them because once I get that recipe and experiment with it, I want to make it every holiday. You know what I mean? I want to make it every holiday. Cause I done got my brother girlfriend gonna make me a sweet potato casserole with pecans in it. Cause she did that. She put her foot in that. I got. You look like you were having a lot of fun doing that. It looking very amazing. Like I'm like, man, I want some new cookies. You know, cause that could be a good way. That could be a good way to donate to the homeless. Make a bunch of cookies every night and just go give it to the homeless or give it to the needy. You know. Hey, J Balls, how you doing today? I noticed lately you talk about people stop when I stop following. Yeah, yeah, you get a lot of people that stop following you, Sam, from time to time. Or not just stop following like you don't see that support like you used to. And I do more story time. I got a bunch of videos I would have written up, reviews, and a couple more story time like about the child support situation. I put in a request to get my back pay reduced. So I got to do the updated video of that. What happened? I got a few videos lined up that I need to go in and start recording. I'm just going on making sure everything's spelled right and is not missing words and whatnot. Gotta make sure that they edit very well before I go in and bring them online. I want to do a couple of challenges too with my kids. I want to do a couple of challenges with my kids so that way I get them more active on my channel. That y'all see how we get along and bond. Cause my 13-year-old want to do the 60 chicken nuggets challenge, and I'm like, I ain't too crazy about Burger King nuggets. Cause he want to turn me on that Burger King got that 10 nuggets for $1. So, but I'm debating about it. I might do it with him when your friend brings you dinner. But when she bring me dinner, she's on stage. She'll just come back because she don't like my roommates. She don't like all them old heads I be around. But like I tell her, it's less drama living with a bunch of old heads. How'd you feel, Jay? How'd you feel at the chicken nugget challenge? But I got some ideas coming up because I got some new meals that I'm trying to learn how to cook. I'm still practicing on the shepherd pie. I haven't got it to perfection as I want it yet, but I'm gonna get it there in due time. I like to cook every now and then. I'm not no professional, but I can do a little something. I can do a little something in the kitchen. I can make sure I stay fed every day. You know. But I use McDonald's and fail. So how you feel at the McDonald's, Jay? Didn't eat them all. Talk too much. I just really dislike McDonald's. Should use it. I didn't know Chick-fil-A had nuggets. I might have to try theirs too. I might have to try theirs too. But I mean, I thought that would make you eat more, or make the other person eat more when you doing all the talking. Cause that's what I plan to do. I probably eat 20 myself, and then let my 13-year-old eat the other 40 nuggets while I talk and just mess with him. You know what I mean? But or like get all the sauces that Burger King have and eat like three or eat five nuggets and eat sauce. You know what I mean? Just to try every sauce. Just it's a big experiment thing. Really, Chick-fil-A had good nuggets. I'm gonna go try them out because it's one down by the Florida Mall where I work at. I'm gonna get my manager to stop by there because I made a goal to cut back on fast food this year, but it's hard when you gotta be to work at 7 a.m. and get up at 4:30 every morning. So that's a hard goal to do, not to eat fast food in the morning. I will redo it one day. It was fun. I can imagine the fun you had. So that's all I need to make. I'm gonna make time to do that because I know my son right now. He wants to go to the Ianville Zoroastrian Festival and the Martin Luther King Jr. Parade. I don't want to go because everybody out there I'm gonna know. Like he hate that when we go places. Some of the females come up to me and give me a hug because they haven't seen me in forever. Because the side of town he live on, I don't live over there no more. Yeah, because they sell nothing but chicken. They sell nothing but chicken, and that's the only Christian restaurant that's out because they close on Sunday. And I heard through the grapevine that they are owned by Christians. Actually, I found out on Jeopardy. That was a question on Jeopardy in like 2008, 2009, somewhere there when I remember seeing on Jeopardy that they the only restaurant that's owned by Christians. All right, Adam, talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing your new content when it comes. Really, you try to go there today? Yeah, they close on Sundays, unfortunately. But also the one down by the Florida Mall is hiring here in Orlando, so I might try to put an application and hope to get a night job working there, or just on the weekend. Yeah, that's kind of weird that a fast food restaurant being closed on Sunday, but they want to make sure they workers got time to go to church and all that whatnot. So I respect that. I respect that. I really do. I respect that on a regular basis. But so Jay, you got a new content coming out today that I need to check out. Let me know. I'll go check it out too. Yes, I respect them. Yeah, I do. More places need to close like that and understand that some workers not willing to work on Sunday because they like to go to church and that's the day that God rests. So that's the day that they want to rest. You know what I mean? And I like that too. Look at that, y'all. Look how that sun coming out. That sun shining bright. That sun shining bright around the city. Y'all like the YouTube shirt? I got this shirt made last November. I got it in a small, but I should have got it in a medium. You know what I mean? I got it in a small instead of getting a medium. You know, I'm trying to get away from the big clothes and wear exactly my size. Okay, okay, I'll check it out. You know, I'm trying to get away from wearing shirts too big and get into wearing shirt myself. Like I like how this fit on my arm. I like my shirt that fit like that. But I need to upgrade it to a medium. So the next shirt that I get made, it will be a medium. It's gonna be a blue, my favorite color. You know, I'm trying to buy one of these shirts every year to do videos in all year. I know a lot of creators do videos with a YouTube shirt on or with a shirt similar to this to help promote their channel. So I'm gonna get one made probably right now. The goal is once a year. It could be twice a year, depends on how my spare money looking. Yeah, I like the medium better. You know. Cause this is real small. I feel like I'm gonna rip this when I put it over my head. You know, I feel like I'm gonna rip it. You know what I mean? I really feel like I'm gonna rip this shirt. But you know, it is what it is. So Sam, what you up to today? What's going on in your area, man? I know you ain't dropped no new footage in a while. You know, I know you ain't dropped no new footage in a while, man. When can I expect some new videos? You know, I'm trying to wear my exercise and it will motivate me to lose weight. True that, I respect that. You trying to lose? Everybody want to lose weight while I'm trying to gain weight. That's crazy. Everyone wants to lose weight while I want to gain weight. Cause I'm trying to finally get out of a 32. I've been wearing a size 32 waist since high school. Since high school, I'm 38 years old, still wearing a 32 in the waist. I want to at least get into a 34 in the waist and a 30 in the legs, at least. Yeah, I want to gain weight too, Jay. No, I want to get in a 34 in the waist and a 30 in the legs. You know what I mean? And hopefully get from a small shirt to a medium. You know, but I don't want my shirts too tight. Like I gotta make sure I got room to swing just in case a fight break out, so I can throw the bowls good. You know, like this shirt's a little too tight, but it's just in the waist, so it's nice up here the way I like it, but the waist is seen too small. You know what I mean? You a 36, but Sam, you a lot taller than me. I'm pretty sure you're taller than 5'3". You know what I mean? But yeah, I wouldn't. Everybody told me if I that was my goal at first to gain weight to get into a 36. But everybody told me I would be fat with it. I won't like the way it feels. So I said, well, at least let me get to a 34 and I go from there. You know what I mean? Let me get to a 34 and I go from there. I want to. You 5'10"? Wow, you tall, Sam. You a lot taller than me. That mean I'm a midget to you. That mean I'm a good midget to you. But hey, you know I do want to get my weight up. I really do because it is embarrassing to say that I've been in the same size since high school. Because y'all know I just went to Virginia to visit my family for Christmas, and my brother gave me a bunch of clothes and I can fit all of it. Like my brother, he taller than me, but he more skinnier, and I got more weight. I got more size on me. I'm wider than what he is, and he be wearing pants in a 31 in the waist, a 32 in the waist, and I can fit all the pants. He gave me like 4 pair of pants, and I can fit every one of them no problem with no belt on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, you know, but it was a really good experience to go home and vibe with my family for Christmas, man. Cause like that's something we were waiting to do for a long time. I mean, just reunited in February last year, and then spending a whole week together for Christmas. Like it was awesome. Like he was with me more than he was with his own girlfriend. You know what I mean? I mean, late night we sitting there watching movies on the couch together. We take a turn to find movies on Netflix to watch and sitting there conversating, ride around the city and conversate. I mean, it was just a good bond, a good vibe. You know what I mean? That I can't wait to move back to and get up there and enjoy more of the same good vibes with family. You know, it was a very awesome experience. Even seeing my mama every day, seeing my brother every day, seeing my nephew every day. You know what I mean? Even how we turned up, the little Nerf gun fight, the little hoverboard fun. You know, I'm crazy about the hoverboard. He got a gold hoverboard for Christmas. I never seen a gold hoverboard, but you know, it is what it is. You know. Hey friend, I love your YouTube shirt. I want one made. Thanks, Talk Nation. I got it made at a store inside the mall for $25. I plan to get one made at least once a year to where to promote my channel for a whole year or switch it up every 6 months. Depends on how my extra money flow around my kids and doing little things for me that I want to do because nah, he a boy. No, he's a boy. Yeah, he's a boy. He's a junior. He's a junior. He's a little junior, my brother. But we turned up all over the house, and that's what he wanted. That's all he wanted was one of the adults to spend some time with him. But we all kept seeing it was too busy. So while my brother was at work, I made it time to do just that. To turn up with him. We turned up all through the house. You know what I mean? All right, man, take it easy. You know, so that's what he wanted. Yeah, he got a lot of energy because he don't have a lot of kids to play with. You know what I mean? That's what I'm telling my brother to make another child so that way nephew has somebody to be a big brother to. You know what I mean? Or a bit, that way he has somebody to play with. Because he go to his mom's house and his sister's older. His sister's older than him, so they can't really bond and play like how he want to play, rough and everything. So he full of energy. Like he sleep. Like that day I did that live video, he slept late. You know what I mean? He slept late as I don't know what. So he turned up. Or like I mean, cause I don't have no little kids when they enjoy. I mean, my kids are all teenagers. I got a 18-year-old and two 13-year-olds. Or to let some of his friends come over every now and then. Cause he in karate. So like, let's have a day out where we go pick up all his friends, let them go to the park and just get loose. Cause he got a hamper in the closet full of Nerf guns that he barely play with. You know what I mean? So I had the shotgun. He had a little 6 shooter. We was going to war, man. I mean, we was going to war. Maybe I can go out there and get us all to go out and go shoot paintballs at one of them for a day. You know what I mean? We have to invest in that because my kids want to go out there. So I'm looking forward to that and planning that trip where we all go together and just have a good time and just wild out. You know what I mean? Wild out in Virginia life, as long as they understand when nighttime falls, the adults want to go out and have adult fun while y'all stay at home and take over Netflix and the video game. You know what I mean? Because I got 2 night bars that my brother took me to that I would love to visit every chance I get when I go home. Cause I'm planning to move back to Virginia after my last 2 kids turn 18. I plan to head back to Virginia for good. Cause I want to bond more with my brother, and most importantly, I want to bond more with my mom and help out with her health and everything. And just let things get closer. You know what I mean? Cause that whole week together was amazing. Like my brother, after he dropped me off at the airport and gave me a hug and everything, I think like 10 minutes later, he was on Facebook Live showing how he was sitting there crying on the drive back to his girlfriend family house because he wanted me to stay. And then he told me that my mom was crying and nephew the next day was like he was mad that I had left. He wanted to stay with me the whole time, but I had to go back to Florida, you know what I mean? But I can't wait to move back for good, you know. I can't wait to move back to Virginia for good. I had a lot of fun out there and I'm still putting the pieces together to the puzzle. My brother want me to move back up there now and give him and his girlfriend what I can on the bills until I can get in a better predicament. But I'm like, nah, I won't feel right. I want to pay my way. I want to do my part 100% and not halfway. So he respect that. I'm not looking for no handouts. I want to pay my way everywhere I go. You know what I mean? Like when I was up there, I guess his mindset was that I wasn't gonna spend no money. But I'm like, man, I came with $1,000 in my pocket. I want to spend the whole $1,000 before I leave. And end up spending a good portion, like the clothes we bought for our mom that we picked out for our mom. I paid for all that. I helped out with the food. I went to see he was on the phone and told him it was a female in the corner. I tried to get him to look at. So when he turned to look at the female, I swiped my debit card to pay for the groceries bar, and I let them know, man, I'm family too. It's all love and respect. Let me do my part just like you do your part, you know what I'm saying? So when he agreed to let me help out and everything, just he not used to having help that people don't come back looking for down the road. You know what I mean? And I told him, man, I'm not that kind of person. If you ask anybody that know me my whole adult life, they'll tell you anything I do is from the heart. It's from the heart. You know what I mean? I would never come looking for it down the road. So with that being said, that's how I would. But I'm about to get in this live, y'all. It's already been an hour. I'm about to end this live so I can start uploading these videos and get home and hopefully check on my kids and check on my mom today. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. If you like this live, if you new to my live, you like this live or watch it later, if you like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And until next Sunday, peace. Enjoy y'all Sunday, and most importantly, have a good week. And also, Happy New Year. Let's make the best of this 2019. Let's have more good memories than bad. Let's have more ups than downs. And enjoy.